Tiny Crafts Oxford here with another Dye With Me video. How's everyone? I ask this question every time as if you can actually answer. I mean, I guess you can answer. You can answer me in the comments below. Let me know how you're doing. Is everyone alright? How are people doing with lockdowns? Have you got your vaccines? Any questions about the dyeing? Let me know. But today we're doing another swatching video. And I've got two colours. Let me just get them. So I have Antique Gold by Jacquard. Well, yes, it's Jacquard. And I have Cerulean Blue. And I have a really small amount of water with some citric acid in my this is a half size catering pan. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to open these up. So, oh, okay. So this one doesn't have the little lid that we have. Let's see if this one does. This one doesn't have a lid either. Interesting. Okay. So if they had a lid, what I would have done is to usually get a little bit of dye on the lid. I would have dipped the lid in the bath to dilute that little bit of dye, and then I would have just dipped the yarn that we have. But as we don't have any lids, any plastic sealing lids on there, I'm just going to get straight to dyeing this bad boy. I'm going to use both colours. I'm hoping they go together. I actually have no idea what to expect. And I'm just going to do like a variegated colourway. So I've just plopped the yarn in there, and the yarn has been pre-soaked with in an acid bath as well, just some tap water and citric acid. I've got my trusty mask that I'm going to put on because this bad boy, because we are going to be working with powder dye, and I'm just going to go to town. I think I'm going to start with the gold. Right, mask on. So I'm going to start with the gold, and I opened it up and you might have seen already. It looks quite orange. So Antique Gold, I'm going to guess this is going to be something like mustardy, or you know, be it like a deep yellow. So what I'm going to do is I'm just literally going to use the back of the spoon. I'm going to use the front of the spoon. I'm just going to grab a tiny bit of dye, literally very tiny, because I don't want to overdo it straight off the bat. And I'm just going to tap it in, and then I'm going to do my favourite thing, and I'm going to poke. And that looks really, I mean, yeah, it looks like Antique Gold. It's a lovely yellow, nice and deep. It's going to be beautiful with many different colorways. So I'm going to just wet the spoon dry. I'm going to grab a little bit more, and again just very gently going to tap it round, and I'm just going to dab it, because I don't necessarily want speckle. I just want dab. I don't know where the blue is coming from, because it's a clean spoon, so that's a little bit worrying. I don't actually know where that's come from, whether it's come from the spoon, even though I've washed it, so I'm just going to change spoons. I actually also don't know what this dye is made up of in terms of the individual pigments, so that'd be quite interesting to see. Maybe there was just a little bit of cross-contamination. I'm just going to pop a bit more just here, dab it down. I absolutely love this colour. So pretty. I'm not going to wait for it to set. I'm literally just going to move the dye around, and it's going to move the yarn around even. And it's going to possibly dilute a little bit in the water, but I'm absolutely okay with that, because this is just a swatch that we're going to do. I'm probably going to end up putting this on the shop as a one-off. So then we're going to really dry the spoon and clean the spoon and get into our cerulean blue. So when you open it up, it just looks kind of grey and ashen. So I'm quite interested to see just how deep a colour this is. It looks quite clumpy. So if I was to speckle with this colour straight off, I can tell you now, I would mix it with citric acid. I wouldn't just go straight in with the powder. Yeah, it's not even like, oh my god, oh, this is beautiful. Oh, look at that pretty blue. Oh, it's gonna go so well with the yellow as well. Oh, I like this. Okay, I'm just going to use the back of the spoon. I'm just going to apply a tiny bit. I said tiny bit. Oh, this is really pretty. Okay, so we're just going to use another spoon and we're just going to sprinkle a little bit more of the yellow, of the gold. I need to call it what it is. It is antique gold. And I'm doing my beautiful dabbing technique. I've purposefully got them quite close together because I want to see what they do when they interact. I'm just going to give this 5 minutes. Let me close this lid so I can actually take the mask off. I'm going to give this 5 minutes, not even that maybe, and just move the yarn around and just keep adding colour until I'm satisfied. I don't think I'm going to leave an awful lot of white, to be honest. I'm quite enjoying this, and if I like what we see at the end, then I might actually make it a more permanent colourway. So I will pause this while we wait for 5 minutes just to get a bit more set, and then we'll move the yarn around and do our thing. Right, I think I'm just going to move, speckle and move, see what happens. So I'm just going to do this, move the yarn around to uncover some more of the white. My orange spoon is blue. So I'm just using like really small amounts of the dye because it is really quite concentrated. I'm moving it around as soon as I sort of touch this. There's quite a bit of, I think it's quite an acidic bath that we've got this in. I'm just going to quite and I've dropped some in the water, which is fine. Just kind of curious to see how quickly that side will absorb the colour. Pop this a bit more. I absolutely love this blue. I mean, blues are a colour that I'm quite fond of anyway. Oh, this mask is so warm right now. It's really warm in here because I've got, on this side over here, I have some dyes to order on yarn. Let me just move the camera up a little bit and you see it. Over there I've got chips, lemon, pepper quote ordered going as well. So it's really hot and steamy in here. So I'm just gonna do our thing. Just gonna drop a whole load of this colour here, spread it around. I want more. I like where they're mixing that you were getting some like nice teals and greens and stuff. And it's really, really nice. I think what I'm going to do as well with the Aztec Gold, I'm going to do some brushed alpaca in that colour as a tonal, because I think it's just going to be a really, really nice, beautiful, warm colour. How much do I want to leave it to sit versus moving it around? I want more deep yellow. I want more gold. Give me more gold. Because I've got quite a bit of blue in the water, especially over here, I know that if I move it I'm going to lose a lot of the gold and I'm going to end up with a lot of like just tons of green. So everything's closed. I'm just going to turn off. Let me just pause that so I can turn the heat off on the on Chips Lemon Pepper. Right, there we go. I didn't think you need to hear all 14 beeps that I had to perform on my hob. So I'm really liking this. It's striking really quickly as well. The blue is pretty much absorbed where I dropped, and I dropped quite a bit here in the corner. I quite like this technique where literally just dump colour in and see what happens, and every time the skeins are going to be obviously different, the colour will go in different ways. These non-repeating colourways are definitely my favourite. I had to have a sip of my coffee. It's been one of those days, I tell you. It's been one of those weeks and months and years. I think we have this conversation almost every time now. It's a really busy period in my work. So I just find myself not really having a lot of time to knit, not having a lot of time to dye, and that, you know, just for pleasure like this. I've wanted to do so many videos, and this is the first one I've been able to actually do in quite a while. Right, mask back on. I think I've got plenty of blue now, so I think I'm just going to add, I'm going to keep adding more of the gold. I'm going to be quite generous, I think. As I said, I'm not particularly like, I don't necessarily want to have a lot of the I don't know what to have access to this. I don't really want a lot of white left. I need something more. There we go. Just sort of move the skein around and see what more I can see. I think over there, just I need to keep remembering to dry the spoon before I dunk it in the powder, because you really don't want to introduce moisture into your powder jars. These are really, so one thing that I've noticed with the Jacquard dyes in general is most of them seem to be quite sort of clumped up. I don't know whether maybe it's that they're a little bit older when I'm getting them, or what the reason behind it is, but they're genuinely, when you see the Dharma dyes, and I think I'm done now. when you see the Dharma dyes, they're a lot more powdery, and I'd feel a lot more worried about Dharma dye kind of getting into the air and I mean breathing it in. So I always make sure I wear my mask regardless. But with these, they just sort of, like, you can see them. They seem lumpy. I mean, maybe it's just very different dye. I don't know. I still love Jacquard dyes. They are absolutely beautiful. You can see the colours are gorgeous. They have quite a nice variety of colours as well. And they come in these nice handy little pots that are the 4-ounce ones. You can get like big 30-ounce jars as well and things. But with these ones, they're quite easy if you're not sure about a colour and you want to test it first, but you don't want to spend a ridiculous amount of money. I think they're about £4 or £5 on Amazon for the pot, and yeah, on these ones it says cold water dye for natural fibres, but I've seen other people dye yarn with these as well. Because it says tie-dye as well and stuff, and I've seen a lot of people use the different tie-dyes to dye, what do you want to call it, yarn. That's what I'm talking about. It might be worth, I've got some white cotton yarn, so it might be worth seeing whether these two will also dye that, and that I will let you know how this performs in terms of when I rinse it out, how it works as well. But I had a quick read before I ordered them as well, and I had a quick look online and on other YouTube videos and stuff, and other yarn dyers seem to be absolutely fine with using the Procion MX dye from Jacquard as well, even though it's not necessarily specifically designed for yarn dyeing. So yeah, what I'm going to do is I'm going to leave this for another 10 minutes or so to set. Then I'm going to let it cool in the actual dye bath, and when it's dry I'll come back and show you the final results. So I'll see you a little bit later. Hey yarn gang, so it's been a couple of days and our swatch skein has dried, and here it is. So we have this lovely sort of deep gold, almost sort of orangey yellow, and we have these beautiful teals where the yellow and the blue mixed, and then we have the cerulean blue. I have a feeling these two colours are very quickly going to become my favourites, and you'll be seeing a lot more of them. I'm just going to open the skein up so that you can see, because there's a lot of very different colour variations. So here is just the antique gold. I think it's beautiful. It's depending on how deep you use it, it can be a little bit orange, or it can be here. I think this is definitely an antique gold sort of color. And then here we can see the blue. This is just this beautiful bright blue that then turns into these beautiful teals where it's mixed with the gold. I mean, look at that. This is so deep and so bright. It just makes me think of the sea, especially where it mixes into the teals as well. There are a couple of areas like around here where it just makes me think sea. So yeah, I absolutely love this this colorway, and I really enjoyed playing with these colours. And since I've actually played with a little bit more of the Aztec gold in a couple of other videos that are coming up, I haven't had the chance to play with the cerulean blue anymore, but I'm sure that I'll find an excuse to do that I'm going to put this cane up on bunningcraftsoxford.com, and I will also put it up on the Etsy shop. It is on the 75/25 merino nylon sock, and yeah, so if you like it and you want to grab it, it will be on the shops and the links are below. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you very much for joining me again and for bearing with my absolute sort of chaotic self. And if you enjoy this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you haven't done so already, do subscribe to the channel, hit that notification bell so that you don't miss future content, and you can further support the channel so I can continue to produce this content by going to buy me a coffee or buying one of my yarns. All of the links that you need are in the video description below, and I really hope that you join me again next time. Thanks again, I'll see you soon. Bye bye.